Hello everyone and welcome back. We are still deep in heart of Utah, where we have already explored the incredible canyons, trekked through the breathtaking landscapes, and experienced some serious wild rides. But the adventure isn't over yet. Today we are diving into even more of Utah's hidden gems. From stunning wildlife encounters to adrenaline-pumping UTV ride, and the unforgettable journey through the Narrows. Get ready because this is going to be epic.
Right now we're going straight east along 89. We're going to finish on 89A, going in the other direction. And we're driving along these Vermilion Cliffs here on our left, which is the second layer of the Grand Staircase, which is this giant literal staircase of steps rising from the Grand Canyon all the way up to Bryce Canyon National Park. And then it drops all the way down to the Chocolate Cliffs that we can see a little bit to our right. We're actually driving on them right now. And those are the oldest in the Grand Staircase Formation at about 250 million years old. And that range there, 250 to 50 or 60, covers the full range of dinosaurs, which is incredible. And if you were to continue to our right, to our south, you'd reach up over this plateau, the Grand Canyon, which drops all the way to almost 2 billion years old, the rock at the bottom there.
Vishnu schist.
Exactly, exactly, and it's beautiful.
One of the reasons I think Utah is such a cool place to visit is because it's a place where you can feel time. You can see time in stone, and you can get a sense of time like it's frozen in place. It's so readily apparent that how the erosional forces work on Earth that it makes your life immediately feel so tiny, so small, and like it's such a speck. And I think that is everywhere. It really truly is everywhere on Earth. But here you see it and you feel it because it's dramatic and it's around you. It's like, so you're looking around and you see time frozen in place.
There's a diesel powered pump underneath it, but an old windmill up above it, and a big water tank next to it. So this is the old year-round place that the ranchers would live. The sandstone layer here is famous for the amount of dinosaur prints. There are thousands around Kanab. Those gray cliffs are full of dinosaur bones and fossils. And we have one of the most famous dig sites in the world that we're going to drive by today. It's called the Rainbows and Unicorns Dig Site, and they've found hundreds of species of fully intact dinosaurs out there. I would say it looks like, between the red and the white, like Mars and the moon had a baby. But actually what happened here was a giant sand slide caused by an earthquake. All this sand, before it had hardened into the rock that we see, was soft and full of moisture, just saturated. And as the earthquake happened, it caused a huge sand slide. We don't really know from which direction, but onto this area, which took all of those beautiful layers that you see throughout Utah, those beautiful lines, and jumbled them all up, created these incredible circles and shapes like our yellow wave up there. That's the center of our formation. And then solidified with all of those layers on top of it, leaving behind what we see. And then what we're sitting on here is what we call cauliflower or brain rock. And there are some geologists right now that are trying to determine whether this is replicating the internal structure of the rock as well, of the silica inside of the rock, how it replicates those same shapes.
So that's Bryce Canyon National Park behind it.
Way in the background there, yeah.
And right now we are in the white pocket, right?
Yes, we are.
So how long does the water stay for, like?
There'll be some pockets that'll stay most of the year.
Oh. So that means this is impervious, not impervious. Sedimentary rock.
This isn't the areas that are just rock. It's when
Okay.
there's quite a bit of sand involved.
Okay. Right now, हम हैं white pocket में और right behind me पीछे. That's the Bryce Canyon National Park, one of the 5 national parks in Utah. और it's a very interesting rock formation है. और इसकी पूरी history अभी हमें Ben ने बताई कि ये कैसे बनती हैं rocks. Over period of time, flooding से अलग-अलग layers बनी हैं. So it's a very interesting landscape. My friend Ben said something that really stuck with me. He said, "Here, you truly feel how tiny you are in this universe. This place has evolved over millions of years and our lives are just a fleeting moment. We barely scratch the surface of what nature has to offer. But you know what? He's right. Time seems to stand still there. Look at these views. Utah continues to amaze me with its sheer beauty. So today we are going to be riding this on trail. Check this. That's my machine. I plan to go far but safe. Look at this suspension, man. Look at that. Look at the travel. That's what makes it a ATV. It's called the Razor RZR. So we're gonna go like we'll have a rock section, then we'll have a canyon, then we'll go to the slot canyon. So we have 3 kind of different trails which we'll be negotiating on this. Let's go. And then the UTV ride. It's like a big boy's toy. Speed, thrill, pure adventure. What more could you ask for? Feeling of conquering the terrain, the wind in your face, the raw power of the machine, sand particles flying in the air. It's absolute blast. For anyone, this is a must-try experience. The feeling of freedom is unmatched. And just like that, another incredible day in Utah comes to an end. It feels like this adventure should never end. A new day, a new adventure. Today, we are doing something truly unique. We are going to hike through the Narrows, wading through the river in freezing temperatures. The Narrows, a slot canyon carved by Virgin River, is one of the most iconic hikes in Zion National Park.
Right.
We are heading to what we call the Narrows, which basically is nothing more but a canyon which has a lot of water in it, extremely narrow. It's a slot canyon.
Slot canyons can be so narrow that you can reach out with both your arms outstretched and touch the walls, and look up above your head. And you know, in Zion, that could be over 1,000 feet high. In meters, I don't know what that is, but those cliff walls can be over 1,000 feet tall with your arms outstretched, nearly touching both walls.
So it's pretty high, and we'll be walking through very cramped spaces and in the water. And the best part is there could be places where the water is 7 feet deep.
Also, we don't want to go into those 7-foot pools. That's why we have the sticks. So the water comes up this far on the pole, and we know I don't want to go in that pool of water.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay, let's go. Walking through the water with towering canyon walls on the either side is an experience like no other. It truly is a unique experience. Walking through the Narrows, you feel completely disconnected from the world. It's like being at the bottom of the earth, surrounded by nature's grandeur. The feeling of being completely immersed in an environment with water flowing around you and canyon walls towering above, it's truly awe-inspiring.
I posted this about the trip this morning.
Yeah.
From Moab to Zion in a week, frigid sunrise and arches and rounding the bend to the view of delicate arch. Learning a lot about how to eat Indian food properly from a bunch of Indians. Seeing how that group works from sunrise to sunset, and then continues to look for more work under the stars. Sharing meals and listening to enthusiastic stories and laughter in Hindi while driving hundreds of miles late at night. Feeling amazed just to hear the sound of the foreign communication, and then a sincere apology in English for leaving me out. No worries, Salman. Being here is enough. Rounding bends and narrow canyons, admitting that I'll fact check my explanations about geology I'm not quite sure are 100% correct, and send the corrections later. Eating meals and appreciating that they are meant to be shared not just in presence, but the food on plates. And seeing all these places anew through their eyes, checking them out for the first time. We arrive to Zion and prepare for one last day of January adventures. The end.
Looking back on this journey, I realize how much I've experienced, how much I've learned. The adventure may have come to an end, but the memories, the lessons, they'll stay with me forever. Each journey, each experience helps me grow, helps me become a better version of myself. And there are so many more journeys waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining me on this incredible adventure through Utah. Stay tuned to my channel because we are going to explore many more beautiful locations around the world through my eyes. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep seeking adventure. From me, Namaste, Jai Hind.